What happens when lives are at stake? When the pure, nauseating, cheering amount of adrenaline is rushing through your veins, like a ghost train with no brakes. It's a feeling we're all oddly familiar with, especially those of us who grew up fantasizing about saving our parents from an alien invasion just to skip school that day. And you know what? Your priorities are always the most important, if you know what I mean. But there is this small, weird connection between heroism as. This is wrong. It's really wrong. I mean, heroism, wrong video, and romanticism. And somehow we're all full grown adults still stuck in that loop. How is this possible? How this comes to be? No skipping school this time, right? No medal, no applause, or no cheering from the rest of the people in our lives. There's none of that. There is no one telling you to do the right or the wrong. Just you and a 9 to 5, and maybe a few tours of thought if you're lucky that day. Still, something about it all feels familiar. Like scenes we have seen 1,000 times on TV shaky cams and background music swelling. A monologue about sacrificing yourself or killing everyone around you in a second. What does it all really want to tell us about? About our lives, about if the monarch is looking cool or not. Just, there is this one thing about whether it would actually play out the same. Playing out the same scenes as you have also saved millions, if not thousands, in the process. And this whole thing does not really even come close to the TV shows, to things that have also shown us what life really is all about. Of course, there is no big of explosion. There is no before sacrifice monologue. And of course, there is just this awkward silence and a constant sound of your own thinking. This should be crazy. You know what? This should not really be happening in real life. But suddenly you understand that there is not even a you to process it anymore. I was walking down a dark alley the other night, and I had this whole heroic daydream. Not the save the world type, but the freedom type. For a second, it all felt like no one was about to bother me no more. No one was about to stab me out of nowhere. No one was out there to get me. Like I could drop my guard and just exist. It didn't last. The brain knows it's all temporary. But that minute or two felt like an eternity. It passed all time, it passed all reality, all reasoning, and yet you did nothing. You just stood there, watched a fantasy play out like a movie in the back of your skull, while your body kept walking like it always does. That's the thing about media. It doesn't just entertain you, it just doesn't entertain us as people who are watching it with our own eyes. It wires you, it shapes you, and maybe sometimes, like in The Witcher, it mutates you. And it becomes somewhat of a Witcher. I don't know if this happens really, but if it does, then good for you. It grows these human or inhuman tendencies in you, slowly and silently, until one day you're crying over a fictional character dying while ignoring a friend who texted you for help. I mean, it's gonna be crazy if all the time every ring of your phone is going to bother you just because you're craving for something that does not exist. It only exists for you and only for you. I mean, I personally do know how it feels because it's been my life for over a decade. And if this is gonna tell you something, then I'm a big nerd on this. It keeps you grinding, to be honest, to be useful, for you to make your own family proud or to sacrifice something greater for the greater good or whatever. I just don't know if this is all gonna come out so soon. But if it does, then good for you. If that day ever comes, because when it's war, real or imagined, we have all already been trained to pick up the sword, even if we don't know how to hold it. Superheroes to me are a powerful source as for any real life mentor. They spark us and they give us reason to want to become something more, to feel brave, to feel useful, to feel like maybe if it all goes wrong someday, you know what to do, just out of nowhere. It feels like you're just grinding and grinding, not for the sake of only doing something, but if it all feels real to you, then it doesn't matter. This is how it feels to most of us. But I don't mean that in a, you know, read one Spider Man comic and go beat up criminals in the hood kind of way. It would be crazy if you do the same thing as I just tell you. Don't do it. But I mean in a psychological way, the quiet way. How they slip into your mind and tweak our preloaded morality. They make us face hard decisions in the face and the safe places of our minds. Decide what's worth saving, who deserves mercy. Who would it be to be the one watching? Games do this too. We step into the shoes of a protagonist. We pull the trigger. And even if the character has no face, no guilt, no voice, or anything really, you would still have it. You would still know the faces you made. You would still realize what you have made, what decisions you made. You know what's at stake. You're the one in charge. And suddenly, the decision isn't really up to you anymore. It's not save the puppy or blow up a city. It's do I save something that is valuable to me after all I have lost? Am I protecting the innocent or just protecting myself, kind of thing? These digital moments where the line between good and evil is foggy, that's where the growth really happens. I mean, for us, as most of us are just playing a game or watching a series or a TV show, we don't really know what each and every one of these things really mean. We don't know if we're the one really pulling the trigger or if the game really wants us to do the same. It always really, how can I mean it in the best way possible? It's not as if you're really doing it, but you know what you do really matters. And if in times of need you need to really make some of these decisions, then we're all already wired. Then we already know what to do. Then it's all gonna mean something really important to us. And this is what I mean by these the audio ultimate, where you either become more human or you realize you never really were. Because this stuff cuts deep, just learning good versus evil. It teaches strategy, empathy, regret, guilt, hate. And for all that is good, there's always some bad. It teaches moral weight in ways real life often doesn't until it's too late. And yet, no matter how many fictional lives we live, we never quite picture ourselves as the one who saves millions. I mean, it's not possible. Of course, you're doing it as you're playing the game or as you're just watching someone do it, but it's not as if you are feeling this way. We don't get cocky, we don't just get noble out of nowhere because we know we didn't really live it. It was safe. It was a safe simulation of something way close to reality, but it felt real. And that feeling, it sticks to you. You can get mighty close by playing Mortal Kombat all day, but you never want to test these fatalities in real life, am I right? I mean, of course, some siblings really do deserve to get these treatment, but not the rest of you. Of course, my audience are real good people. You guys who are watching this right now, I would really appreciate you if you drop a comment about this whole thing. If your siblings really do deserve to get fatalities on them. And so let's get to the rest of this. Because in real world, there is no reset button, no narrator to comfort you, just as I do, no slow monologue about someone telling you how they feel about what's going down, just silence and maybe guilt. We all flirt with the fantasy hero, villain, or most dangerous role of all observer, the one who watches everything but does nothing. That's where the media both elevates and betrays us. It lets us dream big. I mean, the biggest dream of all time. How could you not want to save the world? How could you not want to be the big main character of this whole entirety of a planet? This would be really cool. This would really make us have this purpose. This reasoning between what we do is really important. But it all is a dream. Then leaves us alone in the dark with these dreams and unsure what they ever meant. But maybe, just maybe enough. That's enough. Maybe the point isn't to become a hero, it's to stop running from a part of you that could be. Maybe it's not about saving a world, just saving one thing your pride, your friendships, your family. That last thread of empathy you're holding on to for your dear life. This is what matters. Because when it all goes down, and it will eventually, it won't be during a boss battle. I mean, it's gonna be a silence in a small, thankless choice you have made for one person, and you'll do this no matter what, because you're the real hero. No matter what the world throws at you, we are the real heroes of our own little stories, our own little short memory. Does really tell us how life really does suck in that way. Either we're the hero or are we the villain? This is what really matters by the end of the day. Playing a game wouldn't really change us in the most big grand scheme of things. But eventually, it will all mean something. To us especially. So guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. And if you have enjoyed today's video for all get this sacred to you, then drop a comment, give us a like, and also suggest this big of a video to the rest of your friends so they could enjoy this big of a discussion in between right and wrong in media. And if you have also enjoyed it even more, then subscribe to us on Instruct Show. Thank you so much everyone. Until the next time, see ya.